this is not by any means the correct way to fix this problem. Take the seat out, rip it to pieces, send it to someone who knows what they're doing. A good upholsterer can match this, make it look nice. They might even be able to reuse some of the old stuff and then just retrim all this stuff. But I ain't got 500 quid for a cover to come from States, nor do I have money to pay an actual, well, upholsterer to do their job. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna stiff some foam in this, we're gonna duct tape over it so none of the sharp stuff can get out, all the foam will be secure and it'll just not go anywhere. None of this stuff can poke me in the back while I'm driving. This, I'm gonna stick down some more foam, I'm gonna trim up what I can and kind of shape it so at least it kind of resembles what the other side looks like. If it does, mint. If not, it's just the way it is. That's what kind of budget I have. So yeah, I'm gonna get to sticking some foam and stuff down, trimming all these dead ends up so the splits don't get any worse. I'm gonna go through the rest of the seat and do the same as well. And then I'll just start duct taping and repairing where I can, and then chucking on the good old fashioned cheapo Amazon blanket seat cover that's got phone holders in it and God knows what else. So I would definitely advise getting the least sharp shit razor you've got in your toolbox, because you can't find any of your others because you've not cleaned your barn in 2 years. There's something really special about cuddling up to a 50-year-old seat, 50 years worth of farts and all that. Again, this is that part where that really dull shit blade that you've got comes in handy. It's terrible and makes your job way harder. And everyone loves a good hard job. That's why we buy these stupid fucking cars. So my choice of foam, recycled, cheap, 21 quid for 6 foot. I think that's how much it costs from Amazon. I've used this one before to pad out my square back seats when they're a little bit worn. See if it's any good in this. These are a little bit more far gone than what my other seats were, but I'm sure it's better than a spring in the arse, innit? Always give yourself like a little bit of bleed as well. You know, hang over on one side. At least if you do that, you've got a bit more room to cock up. And I am the absolute king of cocking stuff up. So pretty much this is where it's mostly worn, and it's from people sliding in and out of truck over years wearing jeans and stuff. So it's kind of sunk and it's really thin, but I'm just literally gonna tuck a square of foam underneath this whole edge in and just try and cut it to suit the original seat bolster. And get 50-year-old dust and farts in your eyes while you're at it, and all that recycled foam that you don't know where it's from. So now you just want to try and stuff it under the existing cover best you can. This was way easier last time. And just trim up any excess off this corner that you don't really need, or where you ripped it and would have really liked to have not ripped it. springs and stuff are now covered. There is still a little bit of springiness in all of it. But once I kind of start to bring this together with a little bit of tape on the structure, it'll hold everything in place, and then the seat cover can go on, no problems. So get your favorite brand budget tape. Definitely the silver stuff. I've been told 100-mile-an-hour tape. It does it all. I have held some stuff together on some road trips with this. So anyway, you want to try and just put a little bit of support back into like the seams. And again, as I said, this is not the right way of doing it. I am an idiot and I'm cheap. These will not really want to stick too much at the minute because I'm on camera. If I weren't on camera, this would stick. I could stick this in rain. It wouldn't be a problem, but because there's someone watching and I'm on a camera, it won't stick. Never does. See where I'm going with it yet? For everyone thinking, Jesus, Billy, why aren't you getting into doing like upholstery? It's put too many people out of business. This is literally luxury. If you ever saw my old 58, this is luxury outside of what that interior was like. That was disgusting. Me and one of my mates drove that car to Belgium this time of year, and it was absolutely pissing it down in the snow. And I had to wear a balaclava, under layers, I had to wear gloves, thick socks, everything. I could barely feel the pedals in the car when I was driving. That's how cold it were. We had to have one of us hanging out the window because it was a right-hand drive car on the left-hand side of the road. One of us hanging out of the window as well to look and see when oncoming traffic, where oncoming traffic was when we wanted to move lanes, because the car was just completely steamed up. It was piss wet through inside. It was pretty miserable, I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's luxury in a Volkswagen. This is the finest duct tape leather I think I've seen for a long time. Did anyone else grow up watching Mythbusters on Discovery Channel? The episode or two where they like had to survive on a desert island with duct tape is pretty much what inspired this entire seat coverage. If Mythbusters taught me anything, needs a second coat. Can't just rely on the singular coverage. It needs to have a second kind of pass. Factory. I'm going to use an offcut to see what I can do with it. Like, I don't want this to be perfect. It sounds silly. I quite like a worn-in slumped seat. So, just something that's not going to stab me in the back and in the ass while I'm driving is kind of like what I'm used to. What I'm trying to avoid is this, just the sharp. No one saw that. So same as before, I'm going to use this to kind of just hold down a few pieces of the foam that are already there, and we should be fine. I'm going to start doing kind of a real professional upholstery job again. So all I've done is just rough out like, you know, a general shape. And now I'm going to go back over one more time like I did with this, just so it's got a little bit of strength to it. And then I'll get to the other side, we'll slint cover on, and it should be all good. Make sure everything's held down nice and tight. You've got to give it the good, you know it's done, you know it's tight then. Nice and tidy, fairly clean. It's better than it was. That's all I'm saying. It's better than it was. If I waited 2 weeks for a seat cover to come and it doesn't fit, I'm going to absolutely lose my rag. It's pretty good. This is not bad. I think the seat cover, by the time I was done, was I think 55 quid or 56 quid, something like that. And if I'm completely honest with you, I'm happy with that. There's no reason to really faff anymore. I'll strap the back up, just so it's nice and taut, but I think that's absolutely spot on for what it is. If I'm honest, pretty happy with that for a 50 quid cover or whatever it cost. Some pockets for your phone and stuff while you're driving, your drinks. I know our lass will be happy, and dog. And to be fair, I know it's a bodge, it ain't perfect, but it's better than it were. Cheers for watching, like, subscribe, do all that stuff if you can. I'm trying to keep it interesting, but whenever I've got stuff on order, I can't tackle any big jobs. But yeah, if you could like, subscribe, do all the stuff that you're supposed to, and I'll try my best to keep it fun and entertaining. Cheers.